What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a good start to your weekend so far. If you're new here, my name is Mike. I do live financial trivia every Friday. So if that sort of content is of interest to you, make sure you are subscribed. Today's topic is bargain shopping. If you are a bargain shopper, then this quiz is for you. Give me a second. I will switch screens and we will get started shortly. All right, the way the game works, first 5 questions are going to be completely random. And then starting on question 6, we will dive into today's topic, which again happens to be bargain shopping. So we will see those questions starting on question 6. First random question of the game. What were the names of the Wright brothers, the pioneers of powered flights? So we're looking for their first names of the two Wright brothers. Fun fact: the Wright brothers they became the first true American pilots back in 1903. One of their first flights, they flew for 12 seconds and they traveled a total of 180 feet. So not very far, but they proved that human flight was possible. First names were Orville and Wilbur. Should have looked up what state they were from, because I was not actually sure what state they were from. We are on question 2. Which of these Muppets is blue in color? Anyone who is familiar with the Muppets, I'm not actually sure which Muppet this is. That's in the picture here playing the drums. Your choices are Sam the Eagle, Oscar the Grouch, Kermit the Frog, or Big Bird. What do you guys think? Some of these are pretty obvious. I mean, Kermit the Frog, it's a frog, it's green. Big Bird, everyone is familiar with. Big Bird is yellow. Correct answer is Sam the Eagle. I actually have a screenshot. That is what Sam the Eagle looks like. So definitely have seen that Muppet before. Name this band. Anyone who's into classic rock should be able to get this. I will say this is a GIF, so it's the actual album cover. Album cover does not move, but it looks like this. It's basically a triangle, almost like a prism, and there's light passing through it. You might be able to guess. Your choices are AC/DC, Prism, Pink Floyd, or the Beatles. Just looking down at my notes, the album is called The Dark Side of the Moon, and it was released in 1973. So any classic rock fans probably will be able to get this one right. Correct answer is Pink Floyd. All right, this is a classic movie. Definitely enjoyed this movie. In The Wolf of Wall Street, who plays the wife of Leonardo DiCaprio's character? So Leo plays Jordan Belford. Belford, if I can pronounce his last name. Um, he's married to a woman in the movie and then basically divorces her for another woman when he gets rich. So this is what she actually looks like. So we're asking, who is this person in real life? What is their real life actress name? And it's funny, this is probably the most PG picture I could find. If you type in her name with Wolf of Wall Street, it's a lot of like R-rated content. So yeah, this is the most PG one I could find. Margot Robbie is the actress who plays Leonardo DiCaprio's wife in that movie. This is the last random question before we move on to the topic of today, which again is bargain shopping. Anyone who's a football player or soccer, depending on what country you're from, um, this person's name is Lionel Messi, also known as Leo Messi. Born in which country? I am not a soccer fan, so I had to do a little research on this. Your choices are Brazil, Argentina, France, or Portugal. Again, depending on what country you're from, you either call it soccer or football. And based on my search on Google, this is supposed to be one of the best soccer players that currently plays. Um, Argentina, Leo Messi, born in Argentina, plays for Paris Saint-Germain and the Argentina national football team, and he is a forward on both teams. So if you're a soccer fan, I'm sure you probably already knew that. I, however, am not a fan, so had to look that one up. All right, we are moving on to the topic of today, which happens to be bargain shopping. Basically, found a bunch of questions online that have to do with bargain shopping. So, if you're always looking for deals, this quiz is meant for you. All right, this is a math problem. A bracelet that regularly sells for $44 is on sale for 25% off. Find the sale price of the bracelet. There's a few ways you can do this. Um, few ways. Probably I'll do the long way first. So you can multiply 44 times 0.25, and that's going to be how many dollars off you're going to be purchasing the bracelet for. So it'd be 44 minus that number. The easiest way, in my opinion, um, if 100% means you're paying the full price, 25% off, so you're paying 100% minus 25, so you're only paying 75% of the price. So you could do 0.75 times 44, and that gets you your answer of $33. There's going to be a few of these questions sprinkled throughout the quiz. So if you did not get that one correct, do not worry. There will be other questions just like it. If something is a bargain, it is what? You're basically asking what is the definition of bargain? Does that mean it's really expensive, it's really cheap, it's free, or it is of poor quality? Some of these questions I did create. Some of them also I did find online. So if you're interested in seeing the original quiz, I did post it in the description of this video. We are asking, what is a bargain? Bargain just means whatever you're buying is really cheap. Maybe you're buying something that's on sale. All right, if you are new to the game, sometimes we get robots that join. So I sprinkle a few of these questions throughout the game just to give you some extra points if you are in fact a human being. So this should be some easy points on the board. Looks like this robot is trying to install some drywall. Pretty cool. All right, free points if you are a human. Moving on. Oops, I did not mean to highlight the entire sentence. We're just looking to define unit price. Unit price. To kind of simplify, if you've ever been to the grocery store, at least in the United States, there's a price that's in white, and then there's a price that's in orange. Usually the price that's in orange is a lot smaller, and they do that for a reason. Retail price, so that's the price that's in white, that's going to be the price that you pay. The actual price that you're paying for whatever you're buying. Unit price is a little bit different. And we'll see what the answer is. Unit price is how much an item costs per pound, ounce, quart, etc. It's good for comparing like items. Like items mean if there's two different soups and two different sizes, you can actually compare how much it costs per unit or per like fluid ounce. And we will see some questions similar to that, so hopefully can provide you with some further explanation. Without seeing a price tag, which cereal brand is probably more expensive? I actually did an entire video on this. I took, let's see, I think four of my friends. Four of my friends, and we actually did a taste test. We did generic foods versus the name brand. And the whole idea of the video was to see which food product tasted better. So in this case, it would have been like a blindfold test. So you blindfold the person, you have two different bowls. One of them is Cheerios, one of them is Tastios, and the idea is to see if which food product, which cereal the person likes more. Kind of just to prove that both of them are pretty much exactly the same. But here, if you just saw these two boxes of cereal, Cheerios is going to be the name brand, going to be more expensive. Tastios, going to be less expensive. A lot of that has to do with marketing. Cheerios, everyone has heard of. Tastios, no one has heard of. They just spend less money on marketing. And 9 times out of 10, it's almost an identical product, just a different name, different packaging. This is a math problem. So we have a case of soda. It looks like this is a Dr. Pepper knockoff. There's 12 cans in this case of soda. Each can has 12 fluid ounces. If the total cost of the case is $21.99, how much does one can cost? So you're buying this case of soda for $21.99. There's 12 cans in this package. How much does one can cost? Correct answer is $1.83 per can. You take $21.99, divide it by 12, and that's how you get $1.83 per can. Moving on. All right, yogurt question. The overall price of yogurt is $4.20. There are 12 ounces of yogurt in the container. What is the unit price for yogurt? So we talked about the retail price is the price that you see that's in white, and then the price that's in orange is the unit price. So it's usually the smaller price when you're looking at the grocery store, or smaller in the sense of the font is smaller. So they're asking, what is the unit price for yogurt? So the entire container costs $4.20. There's 12 ounces in the container. The question is asking, how much does it cost per ounce? And let's do some math here real quick. $4.20 divided by the 12 ounces, and that gets you a price of 35 cents per ounce. Moving on. Yeah, and lately it's been slow the first round. I think usually in the second round, usually get more people to participate. I think it just takes a while for YouTube to kind of figure out what the video is about before it actually starts recommending it to people. Another freebie question, if you are in fact a human. Moving on. All right, so this looks like a lot of information. Basically, if you can actually see the picture, then you can answer the question. The question is actually asking, which yogurt do you buy? So if you can see the picture, there's yogurt A and then yogurt B. One of them is 6 ounces, one of them is 32 ounces. So there's a small yogurt and then there's a big yogurt. The question is asking, do you buy the small one or the big one? And as you know, a funny guy that I am, I threw in a third option. If you're lactose intolerant, thankfully I'm not. I think ice cream is my favorite snack. Are you buying the smaller yogurt or the big yogurt? All right, you are buying the big yogurt. Why are you buying the big yogurt? Hopefully you can see the picture. Anytime you go grocery shopping, you always want to pay attention to the unit price that's in orange. The big yogurt, it costs 5 cents per ounce. The small yogurt costs 12 cents per ounce. So it's actually cheaper to buy the bigger yogurt than it is the smaller yogurt. You're basically getting more ounces. You're getting more ounces for a cheaper price. We are on question 15. If something is sold at half price, it is sold at what percentage? 50% off, 25% off, 35% off, or 75% off? And this looks like a clip from the TV show called Schitt's Creek. Never got into that show, but I've definitely had roommates that have been into that show. Half price is 50% off. All right, this is similar. We had a similar one with Cheerios and Tastios. This is basically asking the same question. Which brand is cheaper? I'm just realizing it says cereal brand because I copied and pasted. It is not cereal, it is soda. I'm sure you all knew that. We're comparing Dr. Pepper to Dr. Thunder, asking instead, we're not asking which is more expensive. This time we are asking which soda is probably cheaper, the name brand or the generic brand. Name brand being Dr. Pepper. Everyone is familiar with Dr. Pepper. The generic brand, Dr. Thunder, it's basically the same thing. It's the soda brand that I believe Walmart carries. The cheaper soda is going to be Dr. Thunder. Probably. Most likely. All right, the unit price of yogurt, 63 cents per ounce. There are 24 ounces of yogurt in the container. What is the overall price? Oh wow, I have a bunch of mistypes on this. I do apologize. I did not do a very good job of proofreading this quiz. Luckily, we didn't have anyone play yet, so I think for the second round, I'll have to just go in and do some editing. Can edit this real quick. There's 24 ounces of yogurt. Each ounce is 63 ounces. What is the overall price for this container of yogurt? 24 times 0.63 equals $15.12. Yeah, gonna have to go in and edit that. Question 18. If something is secondhand, that means what? I always think when I hear secondhand, I just think of a thrift store. It's exactly like you see in the picture here. Thrift store. Some people call it. I mean, there are similar stores with like consignment stores. But yeah, secondhand store, thrift store, consignment store. Very similar. What does it actually mean? Sometimes you can find like actually pretty decent items in thrift stores. Maybe like Goodwill. Sometimes you can get a full suit. I mean, suits are very expensive. You can get a full suit for like under. Yeah, usually you can get a full suit for like $30. A voucher is a synonym for what? We did have a question about the Wolf of Wall Street, and if you remember in the movie, he's throwing fun coupons into the ocean. Fun coupons being money, dollar bills, because he's so rich. A voucher is a synonym of what? A bill, a receipt, change, or a coupon? A voucher, I mean, I'm trying to think. Maybe in like the airport. Sometimes like if you're flying in an airport, they give food vouchers. So maybe the airport made a mistake or something. And they offer you these like food vouchers. Or your company, whatever company you work for, sometimes they'll give you a food voucher as well. All it means, it's another name for like a coupon. So it's not redeemable for cash, but you can spend it basically for like free food, essentially. This question is to combat robots. Moving on. I do apologize if there is a lag. I am looking at my computer screen and I see there is a significant lag. I'm not sure why, but the next question. There's 12 cans in this case of soda. 12 fluid ounces inside each can. The entire case is $21.99. What is the unit price? So per fluid ounce. So how many fluid ounces are in this entire case? So there's 12 in each can. So 12 times 12 is 100. So there's 144 ounces in this entire case. So you take $21.99, divide it. Here, we can do some quick math. So 12 times 12 is 144, divided by the overall price. No, the overall price, $21.99, divided by 144. 15 cents per fluid ounce. Two questions remaining. This is a picture of Macklemore. Macklemore actually has a song called, I think it's called Thrift Shop. Sam or Macklemore bought an $85 jacket for 40% off of the regular price. How much did he pay for the jacket? There's a few ways to do this. The easiest way, so if there's no discount, you're paying 100% of the price, right? Does that make sense? In this case, you're not paying 100% of the price. You're only paying 40%. Or sorry, they're giving you a deal, 40% of the price you don't have to pay for. So that means the amount remaining that you actually have to pay for is 60%. So you're paying 60% of the price, and then the other 40% they're giving you a deal on. So 0.6 times 85 equals $51. That's probably the easiest way to do it. This next question is going to be tricky. I did make it a double point question, and I will try to walk you through it here. So basically, if I can kind of summarize the question, they're asking what is the original price of the jeans. So the original jeans were on sale for 30% off, and you only had to pay $23.80. So the question is, after 30% off, you paid $23.80. So what was the original price of the jeans? So again, if 100% means there's no deal, so if you're paying 100% of the price, in this case, the store gave you a deal. You didn't have to pay for 30% of the price, so you did have to pay for 70% of the price, right? So the way to do that is you take the price that you paid after discount and you divide it by 70%. So 23.8 divided by 0.7 equals the original price of the jeans was $34 before the discount. Third place, we had no one. Second place, also no one. First place is Frugal Fan. That's yours truly. Yeah, usually the first round tends to be slow. I think it takes a while for YouTube to kind of figure out what the video is about. But that is okay. Guys, we are doing 3 rounds today. I am going to put a 5-minute timer on the screen, and hopefully we get some more people to play for round 2 and round 3. So give me 5 minutes, and we will come back for a brand new round coming up in 5 minutes. Hope to see you soon. What is going on, everyone? Happy Friday. If you're new here, my name is Mike. I do financial trivia every Friday. We are about to start round two. Topic is going to be bargain shopping. So give me a second. I will switch screens and we will get started shortly. All right, if you are new here, the way the game works, first five questions are going to be completely random. And then starting on question 6, we will dive into the topic of today, which happens to be bargain shopping. So first random question of the game. What were the first names of the Wright brothers, the pioneers of powered flights? Looking down here at my notes, so the Wright brothers became the first true American pilots back in 1903. Their first flight was 12 seconds, and they traveled a total of 180 feet. Not very far, but they did prove that human flight was possible. So in a few seconds, we will find out what their first names are. One answer for Orville and Wilbur. That would be correct. Let us introduce all of all of our competitors. First place is "and if the ofs." That is a tongue twister. Welcome to the game. Yeah, looking at the live chat. And if the entire YouTube name is "and if the of," so it is, although maybe on through a. Yeah, that was a tongue twister. But they did wish us good luck, so thank you, and if. Thank you for dropping by, or thank you for dropping by and playing, really. Second question for the random questions. Which of these Muppets is blue in color? And if said this is hard. Yeah, a lot of these I didn't really know. Some of them I did, but a lot of them I had to look up. But yeah, I do have my handy dandy cheat sheet here, so try to explain these as best I can. Which of these Muppets is blue in color? One answer for Oscar the Grouch. I believe Oscar is green. I do have a picture. This is what Sam the Eagle looks like. So if you're not familiar with the Muppets, then probably would not get that one correct. That is okay, though. There's plenty of questions to go. Anyone who is a classic rock fan, you should be able to get this one right. Name the band. AC/DC, Prism, Pink Floyd, or the Beatles. I should note this is an animated GIF, so the actual cover album does not move. But looking down at my notes, the album is called The Dark Side of the Moon, and it was released back in 1973. And if said they are not a rock fan, perfectly fine. Out of curiosity, what genre of music are you into? I'm not a classic rock fan either, but I do enjoy, like, I guess, heavier rock. If that kind of makes sense. One guess for Prism. Correct answer is Pink Floyd. Again, if you're not into classic rock, you wouldn't know that. Question 4. This is definitely a great movie. One of my favorite, not the favorite, but it definitely was entertaining to watch. The Wolf of Wall Street. So Leonardo DiCaprio was originally married to a lady, and then when he got rich in the movie, he basically divorced her and got a new wife. So we're asking, what is the actress's name? And this is her here in the movie. Is it Scarlett Johansson, Margot Robbie, Jennifer Lawrence, or Charlize Theron? I don't know who the last person is. I asked and if what their favorite genre of music was. EDM with trumpets. I have no idea why. I think, I think that's like so. I think ska music is like with trumpets. So it sounds like it's like ska type, but with like EDM background. Ouija is in the house. Welcome, Ouija and Marin. Guys, welcome to the game. Welcome, Ouija. Welcome, Marin. EDM is good. I like EDM. I've been to a few concerts. I've been to Dead Mouse. I don't know if you have seen Dead Mouse. I've seen Dead Mouse live. If you consider them EDM. Ouija in the house. What is up, Frugal fam? You know, just another day living life. Beautiful day outside. We are on Friday, approaching the weekend, or about to start the weekend. Nothing new here though. Pretty. I mowed my lawn yesterday, which is nice. The weather was like high 60s, low 70s. So definitely was a nice, cool day to mow the lawn. Anyone who's a soccer player, depending on what country you are from, you might call it football. I am in the U.S., so I call it soccer. It looks like everyone here is a football fan. Leo Messi from Argentina plays for Paris Saint-Germain and the Argentina national football team. He plays a forward on both teams. Getting some more points on the board, and if still in first, Ouija in second, Marin in third. Welcome to the game, Null. Guys, that is it for the random questions. Now we are diving into the actual topic of today, which happens to be bargain shopping. If anyone is a bargain shopper, then you will like this quiz. Bracelet normally sells for $44. It's on sale for 25% off. What is the sale price of the bracelet? So how much are you paying for this bracelet? My thought process here. So if there's no discount, you're paying 100% of the price. The store is actually saying, hey, you don't have to pay for 25% of the item. So that means you only have to pay for 75% of the item. So you take 44 and you multiply it by 0.75, and that will get you your answer. Hopefully that makes sense. It looks like everyone got that. Guys, virtual high fives. Everyone got that one correct. Null getting some points on the board. So I'm looking at the live chat, and if said if you throw a math question at me, I'm instantly correct. Think blue. Nice, easy. Just do. Oh, actually, yeah. Hey, there's multiple ways to do the math problems. And if did it by 44 divided by 4 times 3. Yeah, wow, that's I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so 4 would be 25%. So 44 divided by 4 would be your 25%, and you're only paying 75% of the item, so times 3. Yeah. Hey, you guys. Yeah, there's guys multiple ways to solve it. Whatever works for you. Ouija did 44 times 0.75. That was how I solved it. Black Lobia, Black Lobelia. Welcome to the game, Black Lobelia. At least according to Badmas. Badmas, I'm not familiar with the acronym. I feel like I should be, but I'm not sure what Badmas means. Anyone who is new to the game, sometimes we get robots that join, so I throw a few of these questions in the game just to give you some free points if you are in fact a human. And it looks like everyone playing is a human. Marin, 4 answers in a row on fire. Ouija is catching up to first place. Unit price, guys, I'm here in the US. I don't know if anyone is playing from overseas. But if you ever go to the grocery store, there's usually 2 prices. There's one that's in white, and there's one that's in orange. Usually the font for the orange is a lot smaller. But one is the retail price, the price that you pay for the item, the overall price that you pay for the item, and then one is the unit price. So we're asking here, what is the unit price? Guys, fun fact, anytime you go shopping, always look at the price that's in orange, the unit price. And if said, I'm 63.21% sure about green. I think you would be correct on that. Looks like everyone got that right. How much an item costs per pound, ounce, quart, etc. So it's useful for comparing 2 like items. We'll see a few more of those questions later on. So yeah, good job, and if getting that one right. This should be an easy one. Again, I am here in the United States. I'm assuming people from across the globe have heard of Cheerios. It's basically like it's a whole grain type of cereal. In my opinion, it's pretty boring. Usually throw some sugar on it and it makes it a lot tastier. But all right, so basically there's 2 cereals. One is Cheerios and one is Tastios. The question is asking which is probably going to be more expensive. I did an entire YouTube video on this. I took 4 of my friends and we actually did a taste test challenge. Basically you blindfold yourself and you taste and see which cereal you like better. Yeah, Cheerios. Yeah, isn't that funny? Yeah, Ouija. Yeah, Tastios. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, Tastios. Never heard of that one. Fun fact: the reason that Tastios is going to be cheaper than Cheerios. Anytime you have a knockoff product like a generic product, they tend to spend a lot less in advertising and marketing. So that's one of the reasons that they tend to be a lot cheaper than the name brand product. This is another math problem, guys. So Dr. Shasta, I'm assuming that's Dr. Pepper. It's the generic brand of Dr. Pepper. And if said, oh, rip-offs are always less dear. Yeah. Dr. Shasta, the store that's near me, they have a Dr. Pepper soda called Dr. Sparkle. I always thought that was funny, like Dr. Sparkle. Everyone got that right. The overall case is $21.99. There's 12 cans, so $21.99 divided by 12. $1.83 a can. You guys are all math geniuses. Even though it is pretty basic math, but I'm glad to see you guys are getting these questions correct. Okay. Yogurt costs $4.20. There are 12 ounces of yogurt in the container. What is the unit price for yogurt? Unit price. So they're asking how much does it cost per ounce? There's 12 ounces in a container, and the overall yogurt costs $4.20. How much does it cost per ounce? That's another way of asking what is the unit price. So again, that is the orange price that you see at the grocery store. Hang on. 12 times 2, which means the option which is closer is 24, and 24 divided by 12. And if said this is harder than expected. I try to make it somewhat challenging. I mean, it's not crazy math, but it is. It does make you think. 420 divided by 12. Did I do that right? Let's see this. I got to get the calculator up. Guys, bear with me. I just want to make sure I have this right. 420 divided by 12. 35 cents per ounce. Black Lobelia moving up to 4th place. And if is still on fire. Ouija is not far behind. 3rd place. I forgot who's in third place. Anyone who is unfamiliar how the point system works, not only do you get points for getting the question correct, but you also get points based on how quickly you answer the question. So when I give you these freebie questions, be sure to click the correct answer as soon as possible. That way you can max out your points. All right. Black Lily, welcome to the game. Black Lily's in 5th place. All right, guys, this looks crazy complicated. I promise it's not. If you can see the picture, just focus on the picture. Hopefully you can see the picture and it's not too small. The question is asking which yogurt should you buy? There's yogurt A and then yogurt B. The only real difference here, well, the main difference is the size. Yogurt A is a lot smaller. Yogurt B is a bigger version of yogurt. Basic idea here. Remember, we want to focus on the price that's in orange, right? Yogurt A, the unit price is 12 cents. Yogurt B, the unit price is 5 cents. And I try to throw some funny answers in here. So I do have a lactose intolerant option. If you are in fact lactose intolerant, luckily I am not. Yogurt is my favorite, or sorry, ice cream is my favorite food or snack. Yeah. Would you rather pay 5 cents per ounce or 12 cents per ounce? Always go with the smaller unit price. Ouija moving up to 1st place. Marin is 2nd place, and then and if is down in 3rd. Guys, still anyone's game. The scores are pretty close. Ouija said the larger one is almost always cheaper. You pay more total, but less per ounce. That's exactly it. I mean, that's basically the difference between your retail price and your unit price. You're getting more products per less unit. Let's see here. And if 0.05 times 32 is $1.70. 0.12. honestly, I forgot what the actual numbers were in that question, but yeah, the overall idea is you want to be you want to be looking at the price that's in orange, um, especially when you're comparing two like items. So if you're comparing a two items that are in fluid ounces, looking at the price that's in orange is a good way to figure out um, which one is truly cheaper per fluid ounce. Marin is not far behind. Marin is 11 answers in a row. And if said in the YouTube chat, fast I was. When I read that, anyone who's a Star Wars fan, I think of Yoda. You guys know Yoda's voice? Fast I was. That was my poor impression of Yoda. I'm not actually a big Star Wars fan. I'm not really big on basically any movie that's longer than like 2 hours. I don't have the attention span. So like Lord of the Rings, not a fan of Lord of the Rings because they're usually like 3 hour long movies. This is similar to the Cheerios and Tasty O's question. We are comparing Dr. Pepper to Dr. Thunder. I believe that's the brand that is sold in Walmart. The soda the brand that's probably cheaper is Dr. Thunder because they do not they spend a lot less in marketing. Wow. And if and Marin are only separated by 30, what is that, 30 points? Or 27 points? Wall soda. Um, yeah, again, if I did basically a 10-minute video where I took four of my friends and we did like a blind taste test challenge. But the results are actually pretty cool to see. Basically, the results are a lot of products, a lot of food products. People cannot tell the difference, and that just goes to show you that when you're buying name brand products, you're buying it because of the name association. But 9 times out of 10, both products are usually taste pretty identical. Okay, let's take a look at this. Another math problem. The unit price of yogurt, 63 cents per ounce. There's 24 ounces of yogurt. That is a lot of yogurt. What is the overall price? So what's the retail price that you're paying for? Guys, what is that? 24 ounces times 0.63, and that gets you a total of $15.12. Ouija still in first, 13 in a row. Ouija said, is the rumor true that both products come from the same factory? I actually tried to research that for my video. I don't have a definite answer, but I will say, if you guys remember, there's been a few recalls of peanut butter. I don't know if you guys remember, but there's been a few times that peanut butter specifically has been recalled from grocery stores because of salmonella outbreaks. And what's interesting is during those recalls, it's usually the name brand product and then the generic product that are both recalled. So it makes you wonder if they're both being recalled. Does that mean they're both manufactured in the same place? I think so, but again, I had a hard time actually proving that based on what I found on the internet. If something is secondhand, think of something that you buy from a thrift shop. Looks like everyone got that right. And if said, I am fast. Yes, you are. Not fast enough, though. I think Still behind Ouija, but there's still plenty of time to go. But yeah, if you're interested, you can just look it up. You can type in I don't know, type in peanut butter recall name brand, generic brand. Type in something like that, and you can actually read the story. But I think the name brand was I believe it was peanut butter or Peter Pan peanut butter, and then whatever the generic brand of that was, they were both recalled at the same time for salmonella. So it makes you wonder if they were both manufactured in the same place. And if said easy, it's green. I do agree. I think the last time I had a voucher, I think was in an airport. I think if an airline messes up on your ticket or something, sometimes they'll give you like a free like lunch voucher. Ouija said, I remember the Peter Pan recall back in 2004. Did it happen again after? 2004 was the one that I was referring to. I don't know for sure if it's happened since. I'm sure it probably has. But yeah, the article that I was referring to was the 2004. All right, everyone got. Wow, so second, third. Oh no, no. Do apologize. My laptop was not plugged in. Let's see if anyone's playing still. There are 12 cans here. Each can has 12 fluid ounces. Total cost $21.99. What is the unit price? Yes, RIP. My laptop died. I think the live stream died too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it died. I'm not actually sure if the live stream is still up. Let me know in the comments, or let me know in the live chat if you can still hear me. I don't know if you can see me. It looks like my camera's not on. I do apologize though if you can hear me. Yeah, my laptop. Oh, awesome. Ouija said live stream Kahoot is still working. I do apologize. My laptop is getting older, so it doesn't actually warn me when the battery's low. It literally just shuts off. Okay. Yeah, I know you can't see me right now, but I'll refresh. I can refresh after this game is over, and then the camera should work. But yeah, we will definitely do a third round after this one, guys. I do have my laptop plugged in, so we are good to go. Guys, this one is double points. You want to make sure you get this one correct. And it is tricky. I did try to make this one a little difficult. Basically, after the discount, you're paying $23.80 for jeans. The question is asking, what was the original price of the jeans? So if I can kind of walk you through this, if there's no discount, you're paying 100%, right? The store is saying, hey, 30% you don't have to pay. That means you only have to pay 70% of the original price. So what you do is you do $23.80 divided by 70%, and that will give you your answer. Hopefully that clarifies it. Again, there's going to be a third round. I'll probably do last week's quiz after this. Yeah, correct answer. So 23.8 divided by set 0.7, and that gets you $34. Third place, and if second place is Marin, first place, Ouija. Guys, I know you can't see me, but virtual high fives. Black Lotus fourth, and then Black Lily fifth. Guys, let me switch screens here. Let's see here. Oh man, my screen's still frozen. Let's see. Whoops. All right, hopefully you can still see me. Guys, we're going to do a third round after this. I just need to hopefully refresh. Yeah, I'm going to put a 5-minute timer on the screen. There'll be brand new questions. So give me a second. We'll come back in 5 minutes and we'll do round 3. Give me a second. I'll put a timer on the screen. Let's do... Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a quick timer. All right, yeah, we will come back very shortly for a new round. All right, guys. I do apologize, but I was messing around my video, and for whatever reason, so basically, I have to restart my computer. I'm pretty sure that's why the video is not working. So hopefully, you guys can still see me. Guys, we are gonna get started with a brand new round of financial trivia. Let me switch screens, and we will get started shortly. Yeah, again, I do apologize. But yeah, I basically have to restart the computer to get my camera to work. So hopefully you guys can at least hear me, and we can still play this round. This is going to be the third and final round. And again, if you're new here, the first 5 questions are going to be completely random. And then starting on question 6, we will dive into the actual topic. Because this is a quiz from last week, the quiz is actually about money and math. So anyone who is good at math, you should be able to get a lot of these questions correct. And it looks like and if is a fan of geography. What country borders Chad to the north? Looks like we have 7 answers so far. If you said Libya, you would be correct. Let's introduce our competitors. And if is in first, Texas in second. Welcome to the game, Texas. Ouija in third. Frugal Ham, that's the best name. Frugal Ham and Frugal Lily. Welcome everyone to the game. Thank you for playing. Pretty good turnout so far. Question 2. Which of the following psychologists is most associated with classical conditioning? Anyone who is not a fan or not familiar with that, it's kind of like training your dog. So um, every time, for instance, you feed your dog, you could blow a whistle, and then every time the dog eats, it associates being fed with a whistle. So it's kind of the idea of classical conditioning. Yeah, Ouija said, "Oh yeah, psych is my topic." Yeah, I'm not an expert in that, but like that's kind of like a broad view of like what it kind of means in terms of conditioning. Doesn't just apply to dogs either. I mean, you could really do that with humans too, essentially. I believe this is a Russian guy, Ivan Pavlov. One answer for Charge Young. I don't know who that is, but yeah, Ivan, correct answer. Frugal Explorer, welcome to the game. Texas in first. What is halitosis? Talking about halitosis. Enlarged gums, bad breath, a rare type of cancer, a condition where you grow an extra finger. What do you guys think? Frugal Lifetime in 6th place. Guys, you guys are very creative with the names. Still, I don't know whatever happened. There a few weeks ago we had Frugal Pig's Feet. I know we've had Frugal La Flamme in the past. Frugal Pig's Feet was a recent one that I think we had either last week or the week before. One person said enlarged gums. Correct answer, bad breath. I don't have my notes in front of me, but if I remember, um, usually people with smokers I think your diet has to do with bad breath as well. And then obviously personal hygiene. How many years are in a score? If you think back, everyone's heard of 4 score and 7 years ago. So if you've actually wondered what that means, it's score actually is a it's a quantitative, it's a number basically. Um, so another way of saying 4 score and 7 years ago, it's 4 times whatever a score is, and then you add 7. So we will see. It looks like everyone answered. Score is 20. So when they say 4 score, they're saying 4 times 20, 80, and then 7 years ago. So it's a long way of saying 87 years ago. Looks like everyone got that. Texas on fire, 4 in a row. Frugal Explorer in 5th. Yeah, if you don't get that one, don't worry. 4 score. I was kind of confused by that as well, but I think it's just like it's really old jargon from like way back in the day. I've never heard of anyone saying that now. Any science nerds, let us know in the chat if you are a fan of science. I wish I was better at science, but I'm definitely not a science nerd. What is the 5th element of the periodic table? Beryllium, nitrogen, boron, or calcium? This is the last random question, and then we are going to move on to the topic of today's quiz, which is going to be math and money. 5th element is boron. I guess you would just have to either know that or look it up. Frugal ham, 5 answers in a row. Ouija said he's a fan of astronomy. Speaking of astronomy, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. There was supposed to be a comet. Whoops! I gotta make sure I'm logged in here. There was supposed to be a comet that I guess split in half or something, but you're supposed to be able to see it depending on where you were in the world. Here in the East Coast of the United States, it was anywhere between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. But if you're a fan of astronomy, maybe you got to see that. I didn't witness it myself, but I know a lot of people were talking about it on social media and the news. But yeah, it would have been 2 in the morning my time. But I guess you if you looked into the sky, you would have been able to see a comet basically splitting in half. How much money is this? Guys, I should say that this quiz is based on the United States dollar. So if you are playing from Europe or another country, you might have some difficulty as this is all USD currency. 2 quarters, 2 pennies, and a nickel. So 25, 25, that's 52, 57. It looks like everyone here might be from the US. Frugal Lifetime, 7 answers in a row. Okay, lunar eclipse. I did not see the lunar eclipse. No, the one that I'm referring to. Oh, excuse me. What I was referring to. It happened. It happened 3 days ago, but it was supposed to be a comet that basically shattered in the sky. And if you were on the East Coast in the U.S., you would have been able to see it around 2 in the morning. I did not get to see the lunar eclipse though on May 15th. That would have been cool. I tend to have an early bedtime, so I try to go to bed like by like 11 p.m. So usually if it's anything after that, like I'm not, I don't stay up that late because I do try to get up pretty early. Lately I've been getting up at like 6 a.m. And if is not from the U.S., I'm assuming you're from Europe. But he knows the quarter, penny, nickel. I mean, if you know the quarter, penny, and nickel, then you should be able to get a lot of these because I think we still have a few more questions about adding up change, adding up like pocket change. So this guy buys bananas for 75 cents. He pays with a $5 bill. How much change will Ivan get back? And if said, who pays 75 cents with a $5? I should say I did not create these questions. I literally found them online. But I 100% agree with you. Yeah, you don't. If something costs 75 cents, you're probably going to be paying with it with a dollar bill, not a $5 bill. And if is British. Very cool. I've been to London. I've been to London once. I've been to Stonehenge. Anyone ever see Stonehenge? I forget what city it's at. I think it's north. I'm pretty sure it's north of London. But one of the 7 wonders of the world. Pretty cool site. I think I saw it back in 2006. Pretty cool experience though. London, I will say, very expensive. I'd say it's pretty comparable to New York City in the United States. All right, what are we talking about? Haley is getting fruit for 45 cents. Oh, grapes for 40. Paying with a $1 bill. How much change? So it costs 85 cents. A dollar minus 85 is 15 cents. All right. Frugal Explorer, 10 in a row. Yeah, again, I put double point questions at the end of the game. So it's really anyone's game. You want to make sure you get the last question right so you can maximize your points. Guys, hopefully you can see the picture and it's not too small. How much change does he have left? Wait, but 55 cents. Okay, here we go. So it's $2 bills, 2 quarters, a nickel, and a penny. So what is that? 56. So $2.56. And the chocolate bars are 55. 55 is $1.10, so $2.20. So the chocolate bars cost $2.20, and you're paying 20. 30, 36 cents. Did I get that right? I just did that quickly in my head. Great job. Everyone got that correct. 36 cents. Guys, very close game. Guys, first and fifth place are only separated by about 400 points. So it's really anyone's game here. We are about halfway through the game. Still plenty of questions to go. And if said I have to change the dollar symbol to the pound symbol and the cents to the number P. I didn't know that P was the symbol for cents. Yeah, I agree. So who buys? So the chocolate bars cost $2.20. Why would you give them $2.56? It doesn't make sense. You would literally give them $2.25, and then they would give you back 5 cents. Yeah, I agree. Again, I didn't create these questions. Found them online, and then I just recreated them in the game so we can all play together. Let's see what this is saying. Looks like you want to buy a tuxedo suit. Yeah, looks like everyone got that correct. Ouija, 12 answers in a row. You guys are crushing it. How many nickels are in $1? Anyone that's not familiar, a nickel is 5 cents. Another way of saying it is how many fives are in 100? So if you do 100 divided by 5, that is going to be your answer. I know it sounds simple if you're in the United States, but I don't know. I could see it being challenging if you had no idea what a nickel was. Like for instance, in England, I have no idea what they call a nickel. Like, what would be the equivalent of 5 cents in England? Maybe it's a nickel as well, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Let's see here. Yeah, 100 divided by 5 is 20 nickels. Guys, anyone's game. Texas has a 500-point lead from 5th place. Very close. Ouija said might need to find out what pickled pigs taste like. I don't know if I want to find out what pickled pigs taste like. I mean, I guess I would try it. I would be down to try it, but that does not sound very appetizing. But I mean, who knows? It might be really good. All right, keeping the game moving. Question 15. Reminder, the last question of the game is double points, so you want to make sure you get the last question correct. Tipping. I know tipping is not a thing in Europe. At least I'm pretty sure tipping is like more of like an American culture. But yeah, usually you go to the restaurant and you have to tip, or you don't have to, but most people tip. So if your bill, what is the total amount you leave? 50 euros. You can say 50 euros. Or sorry, 50 pounds. If your bill is 50 pounds. I forgot England does pounds and not euros. 20%, guys, quick way to do it. You move the decimal place over 1. So if you move it over 1, that's 10%. So if $5 is 10%, you multiply it by 2, and that's going to be $10 is going to be 20%. Yeah, your total. So if you're leaving a 20% tip, that's going to be $10. 50 plus 10 is $60. Frugal Explorer, 15 answers in a row. Ouija said played 4 games of Kahoot yesterday on the same channel. All 4 were frozen with robots. Wow, that makes me feel blessed. Knock on wood, we haven't had any robots this game yet. That's nice. I guess that makes me feel better, but yeah, robots are a real pain. You know, they're a real pain just because it slows the game down, and it's like, I don't know, we're all trying to have fun, and it's hard to it's hard to host these games when they run slow. And it's also hard to host them when your laptop battery dies unexpectedly. So I gotta like remind myself to keep my laptop plugged in. So a nickel is 5, so 6 times 5 is 30. A penny is 1. Um, so what is that, 37 cents? Easy day. Texas, 600-point lead above 5th place. Anyone's game. Ouija said the robots are becoming a thing again. Yeah, again, I feel blessed. We haven't had any today, or I think last week we didn't have any either. Knock on wood. Yeah, I think it's just it's literally a cat and mouse game. I think every time the Kahoot developers, they come out with a way to like prevent the robots from joining. Whoever's creating the robots, they find a new way to basically exploit these games. Add up the coins. I apologize if the picture is small. 1 quarter, 5 dimes, 5 pennies, 1 nickel. Yeah, if you couldn't see the coins, yeah, 85 cents. Don't worry about it if you don't get it right. Honestly, if it was all like European coins, I probably would not get it correct. This one I do apologize. I know for a fact you probably can't see the answers. I am playing on a desktop, so I can see the answers, but I know if you're playing on a phone, it's going to be very difficult. Do your best. I'll try to help you out here. So the question is asking which amount below shows $1.75. There's 2 answers here. Starting with the red, the top left, you have 7 quarters. Top right is a dollar bill and 3 nickels. Bottom left is 1 quarter, 5 pennies, 5 dimes, 1 nickel. Bottom right is $1, 7 dimes, and 1 nickel. Yeah, it looks like everyone got. It was almost a perfect score. Texas still in first. Texas has the lead by about 200 points. Frugal Ham still in third. Ouija in second. Oreos. I'm sure Oreos are not just in the United States. Yeah, they are delicious. Great for dunking into milk. I don't know if you guys dunk your Oreos in milk, but I will eat them by themselves. But yeah, if there is milk, they are definitely better with milk. And if said, I don't know the value of the ones bigger than pennies but smaller than nickels. Oh, like dimes. Yeah, dimes are 10 cents. So there's 10 dimes and $1. Or like I guess it'd be 10 dimes and £1 for the English currency, or what I don't know what you call dimes in England. 10 units per dollar. Let's see here. 3 times 2.99, and then whatever that is, you subtract it by 20, and that gets you 11.03. Texas on fire, 19 in a row. Question for and if. I gotta know before we end the game. We still have 3 questions left. And if you can hear me, your name on YouTube is and if the of so it's although maybe on through a. What does that mean? That is That is the most tongue twister name. I thought I was like, I thought I was going crazy. Um, yeah, and if that is a long tongue twister name. Frugal Lily, shout out to Frugal Lily, 20 answers in a row in fourth place. Um, guys, still anyone's game. The last question is double points, so we are almost there. Still have 2 questions remaining. What is the value of these coins? Guys, we have a dollar, 3 quarters, 3 nickels, 3 pennies. And if said just random articles that I knew. Coins. Okay. So I'll try to translate this. So a dollar is 100. So it's 100. A quarter is 25. There's 3 of them, so it's 175. A nickel's 5. So what is that? 190. 193. So it's 193 units, and you just divide it by 100. So it'll be $1.93. Yeah, $1.90. Yeah, I should do one for the English system. I could do pounds. That would definitely confuse me. How many quarters are in a $10 bill? I'll try to translate this. Quarters would be 25 units, and then a $10 bill would be 1,000. If I do that correct, yeah, 1,000. So 1 quarter is 25 units. A $10 bill will be 1,000. So it's 1,000 divided by 25 equals 40. Did I do that right? Let me see. I gotta verify this. 1,000 divided by 25 units is 40. Yeah. All right, guys, we are entering the last question of the game. Double points. Texas only has a lead by about 300 points. You want to make sure you get this question correct and as quickly as possible. That way you can max out your points. Wow, I forgot to log into the game. Looks like 6 of you got it right. Let's see. Customer's bill is 40.25. The customer hands you a $50 bill. And then the customer's like, oh, wait, I have a quarter. So the customer is giving you $50.25. Their bill is only $40.25. When you subtract the 2 numbers, you get $10. Guys, let's look at the leaderboard and see how everyone did. Third place, Frugal Ham. Second place, Ouija. First place, Texas. Let's see who got fourth. Fourth was Frugal Lily. Fifth was Frugal E. I forgot what E. Frugal E. Guys, I know you can't see me, but shout out to everyone who played. Guys, I'm giving you virtual high fives. So everyone give a virtual high five to your computer. Guys, we normally only do 3 rounds per game. So that was the 3rd round. I am going to call it here. I have to get ready for work. I do appreciate everyone taking time out of your day. We do this every Friday, so make sure you are subscribed. There'll be a brand new game next Friday. So thank you guys so much for playing, and hope you have a good start to your weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, and talk to you soon. Peace.